friends. Today we're going to read this book called Monkey with a Tool Belt and the Noisy Problem, and then we'll do some fun STEAM activities. Aruga, boom, clang, clang. Early one morning, Chico Bonbon awoke to a loud noise in his treehouse. What could that be, he wondered as he jumped out of bed and straightened his tool belt. Aruga, boom, clang, clang. He had every tool a monkey could ever need. Aruga, boom, clang, clang, there it was again. It must be the wind, Chico thought. A strong wind was blowing through his bedroom window. He shut the window and pulled his screwdriver from his tool belt to reattach the curtain rod that had blown off the wall. The wind can be very loud sometimes, he said to himself. Chico heard the noise 17 more times during breakfast. I'm not sure that is the wind after all. Chico decided to investigate. He took his Hear-A-Lot tool from his belt and put it up to the wall. He checked the bread box. He peeked in the hamper. He pried up the floorboards with a snoozle and a clamper. Aruga, boom, clang, clang. He climbed up a pole. He dove in the pool. He looked under the stairs with a staring tool, but he couldn't find the noise. Chico sat on the steps to think. Was the woodpecker family playing a trick on him? Was someone chopping his tree into firewood? Were there bats in the belfry? Was it a monster? Had a family of very loud squirrels moved in? Had a spaceship landed on his roof? Was there a termite problem? This could be serious, Chico thought. He put on his safety goggles and continued the hunt. He searched everywhere, but Chico couldn't use his tools to fix the noisy problem because he couldn't find the noisy problem. Chico stopped in the hallway and took his hanky from his tool belt. He wiped off his face. He had gotten very dirty while searching, especially when he went up the chimney. He opened the laundry chute door, and just as he was dropping in the hanky, the noise echoed up the chute. Aruga, boom, clang, clang. Chico rubbed his ears. I think I found the noise, he said. He plugged his earplugs into his ears and put on his hard hat and bravely peered down the chute. It was very dark. Chico shone his 1,000-watt flashlight down the hole, but all he could see was his hanky, his pair of shorts, and a beach towel jammed in the chute. Something was stuck in there. I should go down to the laundry room and look up, thought Chico, which is what he did. And this is what he saw. An elephant was clogging his laundry chute. The elephant wiggled and kicked his feet. Aruga, boom, clang, clang. Boom, clang, clang. What are you doing up there? I'm stuck. My name is Clark. I must have wandered into the wrong treehouse last night in the dark. I thought this was Elsa's treehouse. Oh no, Elsa lives 2 trees down. Her treehouse does look a lot like mine. Yes, although I don't believe she has a laundry chute. I'll have to build her one, thought Chico. But for now, he went to work to get Clark out. He measured the distance to Clark with his tape measure. Using his pencil, he divided by 7. He made 3 cuts in the edge of the chute with his 3-cut saw. He sanded the inside of the chute with his silver stopper sander. He thought about using his extra-large grease gun to squirt grease around Clark's edges, but he changed his mind. Too messy, he thought. It might get all over my laundry. He decided to go with Plan B. He went to the kitchen and came back with 12 bananas. He began peeling and eating them one by one. Clark smelled bananas. Chico put the banana peels into his newly built banana cannon and shot them up the chute. It's part of my plan. Then he used his edge wedger to wedge the slippery peels all around Clark's edges. Finally, he attached a sticky winch to Clark's foot and pulled him with all his might. He pulled and pulled and pulled, and suddenly, pop! Clark broke free and slid down the chute, landing with a giant thud on the laundry pile. "Thank you," said Clark. "That was really uncomfortable and also very loud." "Yes," said Chico, "it really was." Chico wanted to ask Clark just exactly he had gotten into the laundry chute, but he thought that might be rude. "Would you like to have some lunch?" And Clark said, "Yes, please." So they sat down to a peanut butter banana feast. "Good thing you have that tool belt," said Clark. "Yes," said Chico, "it's very handy." "Do they come in my size?" "Why, yes, they do. I can help with that." And he did. So a chute is just a passageway or a tunnel that takes something from one point to another on an inclined plane like this. And the force that takes it from one point to the other point is called gravity. And you've all been on one of these kind of chutes. I'm not sure if you can think of it. Let me show you. A slide, just like we have at Goddard. So if you wanted to make a really simple one, all you would need to do is take a piece of paper, fold it like this, and then take a car or a toy and have it go right down the chute. But what happens if we create one that's enclosed, and just like in our book, our animals get stuck? What do? How can we get them out? I would suggest we look for some tools. So I have found these tongs. I'm going to try to pull this guy out. Oh, got him. And put him in a bin. And then I found another tool that's just a spoon. And we can go and push, 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 push till we get our lamb out. This chute using a paper cup, some stackable toys on top of each other, and a paper towel roll. And I'm going to put the ball through the tube and it will end up in our bucket. Now that you know a little bit about chutes, you can use your own ideas and materials to make your own, and I'd love to see them.